All right, so this video is for developing Sung and controlling first a mechanical connection to a body part, and then relaxing Sung through that body part that you're mechanically connected to. So it's comes under the mental training part of the process. So your partner takes a stance, any stance, doesn't really matter. We touch base. So we always get this feeling of hand, foot, arm connected, and there's a loop, a circuit connected there. Then I choose a part of his body. So there, I'm only taking his upper circle. So what was his response? He floated backwards, and his feet were the last part of his body to leave the ground. So then I can touch everything, put my mind where I want it to be. Okay. So there, I was just floating his feet and his ankles. So whether the camera could pick it up or not, it turned his feet to jelly and took away his balance, because that's the only place I put the Sung. I just concentrated it there, and then his body started to get affected. So again, I connect my mind to whole circuit. Now I don't want to be mechanically showing him what I'm doing or pressurizing anything. I just want to feel. Okay, so if you noticed, I put Sung from this line from there to there. So what was his response? That line moved and he goes backwards. So experiment in your partner's body. I like to do this with injuries. So if I scan through his body, find an injury, I just empty the tension. Okay, good. So do you see that response in his hip? So he has a lot of congestion there. So what I did, I started emptying that congestion out. So his hip started to wobble. Remember, I'm not putting in any mechanical signaling to him at all, because I don't want him to know where I am. So I touch everything. I touch the base, I touch everything. Okay, good. And ground out. Now, if I let him go, doing his major joints through his body, he would have fallen on the ground. So you have to have a high level of care for your partner so they don't get injured. So there, I was sunging his joints and getting inflammation away from his joints, and just cleaning his joints of his body all the way up to the top of his head. So his spine, his hips, and just feeling the joints and releasing energy, memory of stress and anxiety from the joints. Okay, so revision. Touch your partner's feet, connect the circuit. You want to have a full circuit there. Do not let your partner know where you're putting the Sung. Put your mind into a part of your partner's body. Might be the upper circuit, might be the trunk, might be the legs, might be the feet, might be a tension point in their body. And then just start releasing it for them. Now, the reason we get these reactions is Sung separates the mental and astral matrix, which binds the three dantians together. What binds the mind, the personality, and the body, links the three bodies, starts to separate when you put Sung in. So if you put Sung, relaxation, and release into the feet, the mental matrix and astral matrix of the feet start dissolving. The person's mind, energy, body connection, their feet starts dismantling, and you get a reaction inside their body. This exercise needs to be practiced on a daily basis, and it represents the platform skill of the Tai Chi engine. The Yang style engine is based on Sung. When you have Sung, you conduct Jin through the Sung. It's how your mind delivers energy in a way that you have less vulnerability. Now, if my mind intent was more electric, my Jin was more electric, and I'm pulsing energies in a much more electric way, if he's more Sung than me, he can capitalize on that and use it against me. But if I'm more Sung than him and I run the energy deeper, he has to be more relaxed than me to catch me, and that's why the Yang style does this. I haven't seen it in the same way presented in any other Tai Chi lineage. Wu style are much more Qi oriented, not Sung of the mind. The Chen style is much more mechanical and body movement oriented. So the Sun style, I don't know much about. They may do this, they may not. So as you look at the different lineages and look at how how their videos and how they present themselves, you can see the level of Sung inside their body. How empty are they? And when you have more Sung, you cannot see where the force is coming from. It's more hidden. So the person with a high level of Sung touches and they open up the Sung and it goes through and affects someone, and someone's watching and go, oh, that's fake. So high levels of Sung look fake. Now when you start producing jins and you're training power exercises, you can see the production of mass hitting the joints, radiating through the fascia, and energy passing. You can see where the power comes from. There's an overlap. Power training, cultivating jin. Sung training, cultivating emptiness. You bring these two together, you have high pressure, vacuum, you have explosive power. And that's what the engine is for the Yang style of Tai Chi in the way that I'm perceiving it. Now, everyone's going to perceive it differently, but this is, in my view, the optimal way to train Tai Chi. If you get this right, you have a very fast development process. Now, a lot of people come to me and they want power, so I just teach them Fa Jin. I just teach them how to bounce people. And they have vulnerable power. But if you don't cultivate the Sung, you're going to miss out on the health benefits of that power. You're going to miss out on the depth and appreciation of what Tai Chi is. So 1/3 of your training, cultivating the mind, Sung. Emptiness of the mind and its relationship to its environment, to people, to animals. And when you put Sung into you and your environment, you get a type of omnipresence, a oneness with your environment. You become sensitive to it, you appreciate it, it appreciates you. People, plants, animals start to feel much more comfortable and more loving towards you. So you get this entry level of universal love that starts to form from oneness with your environment. Sung opens up the mental space and puts you in the zone. Your insight mind starts waking up, and the information your unconscious processes differently, and you generate different conclusions for the same information you had yesterday, but today you have more Sung, so the perception of your mind changes. The inner genius switches on. And then your willpower. It takes a lot of willpower to cultivate Sung. The omnipotent mind activates and you become very, very strong-minded, because it's actually very challenging for a person to let go of how they identify themselves, who they are, their tensions, their stuff. It takes a lot to say goodbye to it and go, I'm going to let that go and be Sung. So your willpower increases, your insight, your inner genius awakens, your love connection to your environment increases, your oneness with nature increases. All these are byproducts of Sung, because you're letting go of what binds you. So you can overlay this on Buddhism and go, Nibbana is the release of attachment, aversion, delusion. So the essence of Yang style Tai Chi is also the essence of enlightenment, if you connect the dots and you steer it in that direction. Now, of course, you can take this in any direction you want and develop it in a way that fits your personality. If you're a chef, you're going to take Sung through cooking and you're going to be a creative genius in the kitchen. If you're a computer programmer or an artist, you're going to take Sung into your art, create this big mental space, and let your unconscious reorganize things to express your best. So whatever you're doing, Sung is a delivery mechanism for your mind to activate inner genius and simply do it better. So this is the benefit of Yang style Tai Chi. All right, thanks for your time. Let's get back in some training. Okay.